Welcome to episode 8 of my journey on the MorningCraft server. Today's plan is to do some tidying up. I have a few bits which I want to get done, just to jazz up the place, jazz up Gear Hollow into its full potential. So let's see what we got, because currently this is Gear Hollow. The library is probably the biggest thing yet so far. Like I've done my house, well, half a house, really. It just doesn't work very well, in my opinion. I've still got these cobblestone stairs from when I was in survival, and I just need to sort out all these things. And this, what kind of a transport system is this? And while the super awesome cool hut is super and awesome and cool, I think it may have to go. I'm so sorry. I can't believe it's come to this. So yeah, we're going to be cleaning up and doing a few things this episode, but on the first thing of the agenda, we need to write some books. Okay, so the plan is to use this video, an hour and 14 minutes long video of all the story segments from each MorningCraft episode piled together into one big thing. We're going to write that into book and quills and then put them on the shelves. So I think we should start up over here on the left, and well, let's get cracking. There we go, that's the prologue done, which is just the literally beginning of it. So I'm going to sign it, and I'm just going to put prologue, maybe. Let's try that. Sign prologue, and we put it in, and we can see, and it says prologue. Perfect. Lovely. Now let's just do that a few more times. I've just noticed a little problem. See, when you try to get it out, you have to like punch it to like get the item out, right? But while you're in creative, it just destroys itself. Yeah, how am I going to figure this out? I can set my game mode to survival, and then it comes out perfectly fine. Can I do... well, I can do /give. I can. I can't actually place command blocks anywhere, so I can't use them. They are practically pointless. Now, does it work if I'm in adventure mode? It's problematic, because like, what if somebody does that and then accidentally breaks an item frame, and then but they can't place it there. And in fact, while I'm doing it, I'm going to switch to adventure mode and see I can get a book out and I can put it back in. So, but these work and I can't break it. Maybe I should use chisel bookshelves, which is annoying because that was my original design for the shelves, not using item frames. Okay, I'm just going to roll through what things can I use to store books. Alright, so we've got an item frame and glow item frame, except they to get them out, if you're in creative mode, they just do that. And you can break them and then do that, which isn't useful. And same with glow item frame. Decorated pot, you can put a book in among other items, but I don't. Yeah, you can't really get it out unless you break it, so that's pointless. Chisel bookshelf, a little better because you can put, well, it doesn't matter how many things you can put in it, it's just can it put books in it, and it can, and you don't have to break anything, which would be super handy, but it would maybe be about like putting it in the right spot, but I don't know how I'd use it, but that's still an option. There's a lectern, which you can use to read it, but that's when you place a lectern. I'll show you. It says created a private lectern successfully, so it means only I can access it. Same with this chest, and this trap chest, and this barrel, and this shulker box. And well, an ender chest is private anyway, so all of those are pointless. Oh, and the dispenser, and the dropper, and the... Actually, I don't think the crafter is. I could put a book in a crafter. When you place a crafter down, look, it doesn't show any message, so I'm guessing that people can actually access those. So there we go. We've got one option. That could be alright. We also have a hopper that is private, and a bundle, I'm not sure how these would particularly work, but you would just like put the books inside of them. I mean, you can see there it is. There's the book, but you'd have to then store the bundle somewhere as well. Which, I mean, you could put that in the crafter, so somebody would have to take it out and do that and get the book out and then open it. Oh, crikey! But yeah, that's could be a bit much. And also, I realised that when I put these lectures on the side, since they're private lections, nobody can actually use them apart from me when they're in here, so darn. So basically, I've narrowed it down to chisel bookshelf or a crafter. I'll put it on the side. Yeah, there. It kind of looks like a cabinet, maybe, that you can like pull a drawer out of, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying things out. Ah, okay, I have noticed something, because when you, I'm in survival mode currently, but when I put the book in, it, stays in, and I can rotate it, but that doesn't matter. I can take it out, and read it perfectly fine, but then if I break that, it's not too much of a deal, because whoever it is will just have to replace it, but they can, like, put that back, I reckon. So, we just have to make sure that anyone who comes in here is in survival mode, which would have been way easier to do if we had access to command blocks, which unfortunately we do, but we just can't use them, can't place them anywhere. I want to find out what /fireball does. Alright, just on a completely unrelated note, I want to try out what /fireball does. Like, does it shoot out a fireball? Let's see. Fireball. Let's go! Yeah! It does! That's nice. I could so make like a mini game out of this. Fireball. Kutshchka. Should we put like a little sign somewhere that says like, you must now go into survival mode or Mr. Firebirdie will scream in your face? No, I think that's a bit too violent. There we go, how about that? I've just put a sign on the door which says, when taking books from the shelves of the library, Mr. Firebirdie kindly asks that you are in survival mode or the books will break. I feel like that's enough of a warning, but if it comes to it, in fact, I think I'll make backups of each book, like I'll just make 2 copies and keep one in a hidden, undisclosed location, because I don't want any of you breaking into my secret stash of books, huh? Right, I think we should carry on writing some books then. Okay, there we go. That's chapter 1.1. So I'm going to split it up by chapters, just like big, I don't know, defined points in the storyline. And then each episode just adds an extra little number on that 1. So this was just the first one, and episode 103. I'm going to sign and close that, so now I can do that. Perfect. Chapter 1.1. I'm going to carry on doing this, but actually, before I do that, I'm going to break this and put in a glow item frame, because this is the beginning of a new chapter. Just so it's way easier to see, and you don't have to go all the way along and be like, oh, right, where does chapter 2 begin? And go 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, and you could just see chapter 2. Yay, easy. Alright, I've been doing a lot of work. It's been a while since you've last seen me, but I have completed the prologue and 5 books containing the first chapter of the story. Judge Taterson arrives, he sets up the guard team, Mr. Smith does the crime. Mr. Smith, well, yeah, he dies. Well, spoiler. It's the first, chapter, you can figure it out. and then all of that. So each episode, I believe I'll try and get a new chapter done. So this will mark the beginning of chapter 2. So the first chapter is chapter 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. There'll be 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 3, 2.4, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, then 4.1. So this one has part 1 for just the story of Mornington, and then chapters 1.1 to 4.1 there. And then around this side, since it's a hanging sign you can write on both sides, there'll be chapters 4.2 to whatever's over there. So that's the system which I'm doing, which I'm also making backup stuff. So what I'm going to have is I've got this, which are book and quills for any extra stuff. So if there's something that needs to be altered, for example, I can go into here and write it and correct a spelling error or do whatever. I haven't done it for all of the books because I haven't kept up with it, but if I need, I'll go back and rewrite those. But that's good, so I can edit them and then replace them on the shelves. And these are all the completed books. I've made sure I've got 2 so that I have enough. But that's if they get destroyed or lost or somebody takes them, then I can restock them and I don't have to write them all out again, which will be very useful for chapters that are very long. And then once I'm done with this, I believe I can break this with Silk Touch. Yes, that works. Once I'm done with that, I can put that into here. So that's the signed books, and these are the books and quills. So that way I know they're safe, and if I have an ender chest, then I can just place it at anywhere in this room and get it out at any place. So yes, that is my system which I've developed. It's taken several hours now, but it's finally time to get on with what we're actually doing in the episode. Our first line of business is from the last episode where I was making this library sign out the door, and the Desolator 13 suggested we put an exclamation point on the end, which I love that idea, so let's see. Yeah, that looks nice. Thank you very much. That's the perfect solution. I love it. Okay, next up, I think we have to fix this horrible transportation system that is very slow and doesn't look good and is all round just plain rubbish. So let's rip it up and replace it. And you know what? Now that we're up here, I think it is time to say goodbye to the super awesome Cool Dirt Hut. I'm sorry. Now, we still have the indestructible furnace problem. How are we going to get around this one? I'm attempting to join across Bedrock Edition now onto the server. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. And here's a really weird view of what it looks like in spectator mode. You've got my house, the storage system over there. There's the library. Wow, yeah, this is really weird. So for the transport system, they're going to look like tubes, basically, and go up like this. I've just put them a little bit away from each other. I think it just looks nice. There's not really a specific reason. I just like it looking like that. So I'm going to expand these all the way up. Now those are looking pretty nice, if I dare say so myself. I'm going to give myself night vision so you can see them a bit better. But here you go. So yeah, big pipes up like this, hanging into the top. There we go. There. Now we've actually got some water in it. So hopefully when I go into it, because we've got soul sand at the bottom, zoom upward. Yeah, oh that's good. Through the pipe, you can see that. And out I come. Oh, that's good. That was very good. Very happy with that. And then to come back down, you just go down here, and this one's much faster, of course. I wonder if there's something I could do to like slow you down, if I'd want to do that, just so you can get a nice like cinematic entrance of, wow, here we are, we're coming in, Gear Hollow, isn't this incredible, that kind of thing. I think keeping it as falling is quite nice because it's just a very fast entrance to it to wow people, maybe. But again, if you have any better ideas on how we can make a transport system to go up and down, I am open to suggestions in the comments. I'm just gonna get rid of this since we really don't need it anymore. I've just had an idea. How about we use exposed copper for these pipes so that when you go up, you'll have... wait for it. Yep. We'll have, yeah, exposed copper up the top. The furnaces are now part of the build here. Because then we can use the weathered copper to show the change, and we can do some... the next set of pipes here that lead down into the lower section as well. Because you see we've got our exposed one here, and then we also have the weathered copper. Yeah, yes, I did have to check the name. Weathered copper over here, so it's like it's aging more the further down you go, and then we can have this lead into the bottom section, which we have yet to create. I mean, we have most of the top section yet to create as well. There's so many things we need to get done. So here we have it, our pipes into our lower gear hollow, which currently there's nothing here apart from a bunch of mobs. We've got this, which I'm sure I can figure out some way to incorporate an amethyst into a build, probably. But yeah, so we've got all this room where I figured we could have some mining projects going on. I can't remember what my original idea is. Well, I'll have to look back. I think I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, we've got this same pipe design, but now with... is it weathered? Yes, weathered copper. Waxed, of course, so it stays this way and won't oxidize anymore. You've got the one to come down. You can go up this one. Here we go. And you've got these, which I'm going to do as the tops, which I'm going to copy up onto the very top as well. But then you can go back down just like that. Which, yeah, so that's that. I have noticed there's so many mobs down here, and since my night vision is about to run out, I should probably get ready to placing a bunch of torches down. Be gone, mobs. Be gone. Okay, I kind of went crazy with torches. And I could spend time covering off all this, but to be honest, I don't want to, and I don't care. So, yeah. I can really imagine building something like a big town or something that can stretch across the hills and has something lovely at the top and all these meadows and flowers, and it'd be beautiful and wonderful. Oh, and look, we got something made over here. Is that the train to Thuldrim? And yeah, I think that is the rail track. Ooh, I should use that at some point. Anyway, I've got all this lovely terrain which we could use. And I'm sticking underground. Maybe after Gear Hollow I could do this, but after Gear Hollow is far, far away. I don't think I'm ever going to get to the end of Gear Hollow. Okay, I've had an idea. If I get some cracked stone bricks and... oh, do I have mossy stone bricks? If I get some of these together and I can cover it, I want it to look, I think, like it's disguised. Like if somebody was flying overhead, they wouldn't notice it. I think would be quite a good idea. That's what it's going to be like. So we're going to have 2 doors. That one can just be for any exit, or if I'm coming this way. I don't know. If I build other stuff in the forest or need a path that's saying out that way, I could build other paths into it. But this will be the main path. I've also put these trees here, which actually ended up looking great. So I might put in a little path. So from this way, I can have a bridge over the river, over to here, and once you're here, the trees kind of guide you this way, and so it's all led towards, and you notice, what's that big thing? And you come in, you see, wow, what's down here? And you go down, and then you go, wow, what's that? Whoa, it's Gear Hollow, that's crazy. Okay, I've been working for quite a while, and this is a design which I have come up with. Might tweak some bits, but I've got these lights, basically. These copper lights, which they're very dim, which means when it's dark, it won't give off too much of a glow. Because like the kind of idea with this is it's partly going to try and, well, not blend in as such, but disguise itself amongst the other trees. So I'm going to have a bunch of leaves on here. But the good thing is I put grates all along here, so that when you come in, you can see if it is day or night, which I figure is a pretty good aspect of this. So yes, I think I am going to add some leaves to the top, and we've got enough room to move around, and then you can go down one of these. Still need to do the floor, but yeah, that's how I'm doing so far. And on the outside, you've got these pillar, like, kind of designs going with it. I'm not sure about this bottom bit at the front, but I need to think of something to do here. Oh my god, getting rid of this moss is so difficult. No, stop growing How do I stop this? Stop! No, stop growing, stop it. It's not funny. No, big tree. Big, tall. Better. Big tree. What is that? That's just a big ball of leaves. Oh yeah, that's better. Nice. Well done. I'm so proud. Wow, okay. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. I didn't know they could even grow that big. Just thinking about all the possible views of angles. I want to hide most of it, so that it's not visible. So maybe just a small tree there. Be good. Yeah, nice. That's good. This bit you should be able to see it from, because this will be the path that's leading up to it. Oh, would you look at that? There's a village over there. I didn't even see that. Wow, I have done a lot of work today. So, here it is. Hopefully it took a moment to see, but here is the main part of the build. So I scattered a few more tall trees around to try and just blend it in a bit more and make it quite densely packed to make it look fairly natural as it can be, basically. As if all the trees have grown onto here. I put a bunch of leaves and I put vines on the sides and making it all blend in. And I've done that same texturing as with my other builds, but this time I've also added some mossy cobblestone, so that it looks overgrown and all of that, and just trying to blend it in quite nicely. I've added lots of plants around as well. So yeah, I feel like that should be alright, because by now, if you're just flying around trying to look for a build, it's going to be maybe in the corner of your eye, and you, well, unless you fly straight over it, in which case you'll definitely see, oh look, there's a building there. But it's not as obvious. Where this path looks quite obvious, and I'll add a path here at some point. It depends what I'm going to add over this way, if there's going to be anything. I'm trying to convince my friend to join the server so that he can build a massive village here, but he's not here yet, so come on friend. So then you go inside. Oh, I forgot to do the interior. Hang on one moment. And there we go. That's more like it. So I put in this floor, which I've just, I don't know, made it look a bit nicer. I've added, so to make it look like more pillars, like it's supporting the kind of roof, adding trapdoors there, and I've, done all of this. Now, the only problem left is this. So Pat, who runs the server, is just coming along now. I've just messaged him to see if he can get rid of these horrible furnaces. Is he gonna do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? Huh. I don't know. He can't break them either. Destructible. It is done. It is complete. Thank you, Pat, for being amazing. You're the best. And this is where I'm calling it a day. I've done a fair bit.
So we have now got these lovely transportation pipes that can take us all the way up and down and around Gear Hollow for us to easily traverse it by going up. And you got some pretty lights that I've inputted here and decorated all the sides to make it look like a pipe. And you're in this main section, which you can come out and see it's a big house that's being overgrown with greenery and thus making it slightly less visible to the naked eye. Also, the lamps that are lit up indicate the ones that you should go down, because if I try to go in this one, I won't go anywhere. So the one with the lamp on is the one you want to go in. Again, you've got the lights all the way down, and you can go into the lower section ones. This is the one you should go in, because the lamp is on. And you've got all those coming down into Lower Gear Hollow, which is yet to have anything, though many more things are also set to be in Upper Gear Hollow. So then you can go back up, and we are back at... I was facing the wrong way. We are back here. So, there you have it. Also, we put an exclamation mark on the library. Thank you, the Desolator. So, that'll be all. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks again, Pat, for getting rid of those furnaces. You're awesome. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.